Hi, this is Abby Neely, and I'm going to talk today about the call of death. Death is an abstract concept until it happens to somebody we know, or until the moment we realize we are going to die. It is not something we want to think about, and that's normal, because, we would like to be immortals, or maybe not. But the important thing here is sometimes there is this current that makes us to want to die. Let me tell you a story. You surely know it, but I think it's very important to remember the good stories when they are applicable to the moment. Ulysses was coming back from the war at Troy, and he was heading to his home in Ithaca. Ulysses was a very strong man. He was not scared of anything. But when he heard they were approaching the island of the Sirens, he decided to take some precautions. The first thing he did was to order every man in his ship to put earwax in their ears. The second thing that he did was to ask his men to tie him to the main post in the ship so that he could hear the sirens, but not to make any movement to approach the rocks. Because that's what the sirens did. They would sing their song to attract the sailors and make them crash against the rocks that were surrounding the island. That was the call of death. But Ulysses didn't put wax on his ears because he wanted to face the danger. So in these days or other days, it can happen that you listen to the song of death. The sirens are all over the place right now. They are telling us this is never going to happen. We have to live with the danger. They are telling us it doesn't matter if you risk your life, we need to die anyway. Sirens are all over the place in many, many situations. And today it's more important than ever to take some precautions when we are listening to them. So if you are hearing the call of death, you can just say, oh, that's not applicable to me. Death is never going to touch me, or I don't mind to die. Or you can just go deep into the call of the sirens, the same as Ulysses did with precautions. So how can you do this? So I'm going to teach you a technique that was developed by Austin Osman Spare. He was an occultist who worked as an artist in Great Britain, 20th century. He developed a lot of the basics of chaos magic and also a lot of sexual magic. And he also developed a posture that is called the death posture. So the death posture is really, really simple, and it is very similar to the statue of the thinker. If you have seen the statue of the thinker from Rodin, he has his elbow on his leg and he has his head on his hand. The only difference with the posture of the thinker is that you don't put your elbow on your leg. You put it on a table. This is the dead posture. Your elbow resting on the table, your face resting on the hand. And once you are here, the meditation goes into realizing you are already death. It can look very strange, but it works. I was doing this meditation for some time as part of a magical work I was performing And at the beginning, I didn't want to do this meditation. I was nervous every time I put on this posture. And finally, I realized why I was scared of letting myself go. And that's what this posture is about. It's about resting from life. It's about accepting our own death. So as you meditate about you being death, you are listening to the call of death. You are listening to that beautiful song that talks about freedom and liberation from this world. But at the same time, you will be tied up so that you cannot go out and crash against the rocks of real death. There is a difference between the initiatory death and the real death and all the sicknesses that you can get in the middle. So if you are listening to the call of death, I would suggest you try this posture, meditate on it, and stay home. Thank you for now, and thank you to all my patrons. Bye.